Hey, Valiant Blaze here with Sole Purpose Gaming, and this is part 2 of the weapon balancing that's coming to the 2.0 update for Destiny's Crucible. And I want to go ahead and start off with the exotics because I already talked about majority of the weapon changes that are happening, at least the ones that are really going to make a difference and affect you, and what to expect with them. So I want to go ahead and talk about Hard Light. Hard Light, they're going to increase the stability to 80. That was 65, and they're also going to increase the bounce on it from the projectiles. And also, what's really neat about this is the projectiles are not going to be affected by fall off damage, which kind of makes sense because according to the lure of the weapon, it shoots light. So it kind of makes sense that light wouldn't, have some kind of fall off damage. I don't know. I'm not like a science dude or anything, but it kind of makes sense to me. I think that's gonna be really cool, and I'm expecting this weapon to be a tons of better, especially with the weapon update that's coming to the overall auto rifles. So I'm expecting that's gonna be freaking amazing. Actually, now it's gonna get a little bit of a power buff. We don't know how much yet, but it's gonna get a power buff overall. And yeah, I'm really expecting really good things from the hard light. Let's move on to the Necrochasm. The Necrochasm, another auto rifle. This is also going to get the damage boost from the other auto rifles and such. The stability is going to jump up to 60, that was 40, and they're also going to increase the magazine size, and Cursebringer perk is always going to trigger on every precision kill. This is going to be kind of cool, especially in PvE. I'm not sure. I don't think it's really going to be useful in PvP still. Still think it's going to be a bullet hose, and you're still not going to really want to use it. But in PvE, this is going to be pretty cool because the whole Cursebringer perk is pretty sick. And also they're making Cursebringer, the explosion increase blast radius and deals more damage. So like I really think it's going to be the new Fatebringer, as far as like everybody uses this for PvE. I really think that yeah, I really think that the Necrochasm is going to be the new one for that. I'm expecting really, really great things with this as far as PvE goes. Again, PvP is probably still going to suck, but PvE should be pretty good. Moving on to the last word. The last word, all that is just debuffs. It's just nerfs left and right, and basically they're just gonna decrease the range from 20 to 10, the stability from 30 to 20, and reduce the effective range while aiming down sights. This is going to be pretty bad, I think. I think it's going to break the weapon. They're also going to increase the damage and the accuracy when and the aim assist when you're firing from your hip. That's pretty much the only plus. Everything else is negative. I think the weapon is probably going to be useless, I'm thinking. Not useless, but as far as the other exotics and stuff, getting all the buffs and stuff, I really think that Last Word is going to take a backseat, and the Crucible, and a lot less people are going to be using it, which isn't totally a bad thing because I'm kind of sick of you seeing it in general. They're also fixing that bug. It gives it extra damage incorrectly, which sucks because literally when that thing procs, you're dead in like a second, and no weapon should be able to kill you like that. Not a primary anyways, unless it's like some kind of accuracy deal or something, I don't know. Alright, well, yeah, so I'm expecting that to be useless. So if you're getting it and you're leveling it up, it might not be worth leveling it up. You might want to level up something else. Maybe like the Necrochasm. Alright, moving on to Thorn. Now, Thorn's the big one. This is the weapon that everybody uses. Is everybody going to stop using it once this update comes out? Well, if we just look at the debuffs in general, they don't look too bad. Alright? They're going to reduce Thorn's Devourer dot to 1/3 of what it is, which is fine. That's okay, right? It's cool. It's probably going to take about 3 shots to kill somebody instead of 2. They're going to allow it to stack up, though, 5 times across multiple landed projectiles. Now, that means that dot could potentially last a lot longer than it used to. Okay? Like, if you pop off two shots to the body or something like that, and, that's going to last for a good little minute. And you can see the guy, you see the dog like through the walls and stuff, so you can see what the guy's doing, if he's running away, if he's standing behind the wall, whatever. It gives you a lot of information. It's extremely powerful. Information is like the #1 powerful thing in Crucible, alright? Like over a weapon, over anything else, information. So, there's a lot of information you can get using the Thorn, so I still think the Thorn is going to be a viable weapon. Of course, it's going to be affected by all the nerfs from the hand cannons, so, it could get pretty bad. especially depending on how bad they decrease the magazine size. If they decrease the magazine size like a lot, I could see this and Last Word being completely useless. But hopefully that's not the case. Hopefully they don't do anything about the magazine size of Last Word, because then that's going to be really useless. But yeah, as far as Thorn goes, I think it's still going to be a pretty lethal weapon. That dot's still going to be super annoying. It's going to last even longer than it did before. It's just going to be less powerful. And I don't know, it's going to be annoying. I think it's going to be one of those really, really annoying weapons. But I still think it's going to be usable. We'll see. The Hawk Moon has this crazy thing where like some of the extra round damage would stack and kill you in one hit. They're stopping that. You can only get one of them at a time now, so there's no way that happens anymore. Luck in the chamber. Also, they're just it's gonna be the general, nerfs from the hand cannons, as far as like the range and stuff like that. Not too much going on with the Hawk Moon. Hawk Moon's gonna be pretty beastly, I think, still. The Hawk Moon might be the new go-to hand cannon, I'm expecting. Depending if the Thorn gets nerfed too bad, I see the Hawk Moon being the new hand cannon that you go to. So if you don't have Hawk Moon yet, try to get it, and if you get it, try to level that thing up, because I think that's going to be the new go-to. Alright, the Icebreaker. The beloved Icebreaker, the weapon that we use to cheese so many bosses. They're changing, the only thing changing on it is that they're going to change the Icebreaker reload, regen reload, to from 5 seconds to 8 seconds. Now, that might not seem like a big deal, but that's gonna really, 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 mess with your head. Having to sit there for, extra 3 seconds for a bullet. That's gonna be annoying. But that's all it's gonna be, is annoying. It's not gonna stop me from cheesing stuff. If you're gonna stop me from cheesing stuff, you're gonna have to kill me, Bungie. You hear me? You're gonna have to kill me. No, seriously though, you're gonna have to kill me. Anyways, let's move on to No Land Beyond. No Land Beyond is getting a crap load of buffs. It's getting an additional 20% damage. It's getting 20% damage while the Master is activated. Let me correct that. Also, increase decay of the Master to 8 seconds. Adjust sights or fixed lap. That's the sights. Alright, the sights was terrible on it. Alright, that was like the main thing, and like you would aim on something like the head, and you were like a little bit off actually. The sights were just broken basically. So they're repairing that. That was basically its main issue. So I see that being a contender for one of the best primaries actually for the top tier players. That are really good at sniping. It's basically going to be almost impossible to get by them, I think, if you're really good at sniping. Those are those guys that are like really good at Halo snipers and stuff like that. They're probably going to dominate the Crucible with that weapon. The Black Hammer. I don't know why they're messing with the Black Hammer. Nobody in the right mind is complaining about the Black Hammer being too OP'd. But basically, the White Nail perk, it's going to pull ammo from your inventory now, so there's no more unlimited ammo. Even though there really wasn't anyway, because there's barely any bosses that you can consistently hit that 3 shots over and over again. Maybe the tank on Mars, and maybe a handful of other ones, but that's about it. I don't know. I'm thinking that maybe there's a boss that's going to come, the Taken King, that this weapon was able to like take down extremely easily. Maybe that's what it is. That's one thing I could think of, that they would actually mess with this weapon. The Lord of Wolves. The Lord of Wolves, basically they're just going to triple the recovery bonus of allies granted by the Lord of Wolves, which is good, because that weapon, it was okay, but the perk kind of sucked on it. So that's pretty neat that they're doing that. The Yellowhorn, I'm going to finish it off with this. Yes, the Yellowhorn is going to get a nerf. How bad the nerf is, I do not know. All it says is reduced damage of Wolfpack rounds. So there's been like quite a few times where when things got ugly, you just pulled out the Yellowhorn, launched that bad boy out, and your problems went away. The bad man was gone. No longer will we be able to rely on that. I'm not sure how bad the nerf's going to get, but it looks like we might have to look towards other answers. Maybe, I don't know, some other overpowered hand cannon. I mean, not hand cannon, I'm sorry, rocket launcher. I don't know. That kind of sucks, but I can see why they did that, because they probably don't want you to crush the bosses so easily. Also, they were stating that a lot of people didn't even want you in their party unless they had it, which is true. Like, when I first get into a party, again, in a raid, the first thing they ask me is, oh, do you have Yellowhorn? You know, so yeah. All right, well that's pretty much all I have to say about these updates right here. Some of the hand cannon updates, especially the ammo one, I hate. Um, you know, last word I think is going to be underpowered. I think the new hand cannon to go to is going to be the Hawk Moon, maybe still Thorn, because of that tick is going to be ridiculous. Even though it's not very powerful, it's still going to last a very long time. Who knows? But yeah, I'm thinking Hawk Moon though for sure. It's going to be the new go-to hand cannon. And as far as auto rifles, there's definitely going to see a comeback. I don't know which one's going to be the best one out of all of them, but you know, I'm thinking the Suros is going to be a beast again. So yeah, hold on to that. If you haven't leveled it up yet, make sure to level that up in time for a Taken King. Alright, that's all I got to say for now. I'll catch you guys later, and I'll bring up another video whenever I can, which should be very soon actually. I'm trying to be very consistent in my videos. Alright, Valiant Blaze out.